Hey lighting fanatics, today I'm going to be showing you these vintage GE 40-watt incandescent yellow Bug-Lite bulbs with a beautiful, pristine, perfect condition package. Just look at that. I picked this up recently at a restore and I am so glad that I found this. I mean, look at this packaging. This is in such good shape. I don't think I've seen another GE package like this that's in such good condition. There's a little bit of minor scratching in some places, and the inner paper thing is kind of smushed up there, but otherwise, this is a great example. Let's take a closer look at this packaging before we open this up and take a look at the bulbs inside. So this is the GE Bug-Lite 40-watt light bulbs. Got a nice picture of them there. 2 bulbs, of course. Then on the back it says Bug-Lite, enjoy outdoor living at night. Use GE Bug-Lites on porches and patios, along walks and drives, at doorways and in garages. 40-watt, General Electric Company, Newark Park, Cleveland, Ohio, 44112. Order code 40A/Y. Then there's our barcode. Top and bottom are pretty much the same as the front. And we do have a Home Depot tag of some kind. It doesn't actually say the price though, so I don't know why that is, but this would have been pretty early for Home Depot, I think. So that's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and open this up. Of course, that side ends up being the blank one. Let's take a look at this side first. Enjoy outdoor living at night. Okay, so it's just the same thing as the outer thing. Try using other outdoor lighting ideas using GE clear and colored outdoor floodlights for added beauty and security. The porch and patio light that bugs don't see. And it's the same thing on this side. Alright, let's take a look at our bulbs themselves. So of course we've got 2 in here. I'm so glad that I have 2 because one of them I found out of the packaging just laying on the shelf at the thrift store. So someone took one of these bulbs out and put it on the shelf for some reason. I'm so glad I decided to look and make sure it was still there. Because if I hadn't, this would have only had 1 bulb in it, so it would have been quite perfect. But now this is absolutely perfect, because both bulbs are present. But let's go ahead and remove one of these. Try to do so carefully as not to rip this paper stuff. This tends to get kind of brittle over time and can rip pretty easily. Go ahead and put that off to the side, along with the outer shell. And here is the bulb itself. Looks pretty standard for a Bug-Lite bulb. Just got your A19 shape. Of course, it's been painted yellow. And we have our aluminum base down here with a ceramic insulator. Nothing out of the ordinary. Looks like every other GE base. And here's our etch, General Electric, 40-watt, 120-volt. And I think that is the little bee icon or whatever, the bug icon that they used to use on a lot of the Bug-Lite packaging. Of course, we don't really have that anymore on this, if it'll focus. It's not anywhere on here, but I guess they still had it on the etch at this time. And then, according to the date code of 8 with a line underneath it, and then 2 dots over here, this bulb was manufactured in April 1988. Let's go ahead and get the measurements of our bulb, and then we'll try and see what the filament looks like inside. Looks like it's about 4 3/8 or so inches tall. And of course it's going to be 19/8 of an inch wide. And it looks like that is the case. Alright, I have turned all of the lights off so that we can hopefully get to see what the filament looks like. I've got the filament viewer here. Let's see. And this is kind of what I was worried about. I think the coating on this is too opaque to see inside. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see what the filament looks like in this. And we'll go to the catalog and see if it lists what the filament shape is. And maybe we'll be able to see it when we turn the bulb on. But I don't think so. I don't think we're going to be able to see the filament on this. Alright, well, let's go ahead and grab the socket from over here, as well as the dimmer. And let's give this bulb a test. Okay, let's screw the bulb in right there. And then over here, I also have the kilowatt meter set up. So we can go ahead and plug that in, and we'll be able to see what the power draw of our bulb is. Alright, let's get our lights turned off and give this bulb a test. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very nice yellow color on this. I love this. Very deep, almost like an orange-yellow color. Not like a bright lemon yellow color for sure. A very respectable yellow on this. And it looks like we can kind of see what our filament looks like. Looks like it has a horizontal filament. Beautiful. You can kind of see the shadow of the support there too. Alright, let's go ahead and see about how bright this bulb is. Of course, we do have some window light coming in, so we might kind of skew the results a little bit there, but I'll try and give you the best example I can of how bright the bulb is. Of course, it's only a 40 watt and it's colored, so it's probably not going to be all too bright, but you know, if you had this outside in like a little fixture by your door or something, it might not be too bad. Not very bright, but again, it's only a 40 watt and it's colored. Let's see how much power it draws. So we're running at 122.3 volts. We're drawing 0.34 amps. 42.6 watts, so a little more than 40, but not insanely so. And of course, power factor of 1.0. Okay, let's see what our CRI is like. The blues are a little bit off because, of course, the yellow coating is filtering out a lot of the blue light from this bulb. But reds and yellows and oranges still look pretty decent. In fact, I think the skin tones down there, R13 and R15, are a little bit enhanced because of the yellow light. Alright, let's go ahead and dim our bulb down. So I'll slowly turn it down, just like that. It looks really cool because it's pretty nicely diffused, but we still have the orange light there, so it looks pretty neat. There's what the etch looks like. Beautiful. Then we'll bring it up a little bit. That's about halfway up on the dimmer. Still not really producing much functional light, at least in these lighting conditions, but it looks very neat. Bring it up a little bit more. Now it's producing a little bit of functional light. And then bring it up all the way once again, and there's what it looks like. Very neat. Okay, here's one last look at the bulb turned on. Very nice. These yellow Bug-Lite bulbs always look pretty nice when they're turned on. Absolutely beautiful etch on this. These bulbs are wonderful. Alright, let's turn it off, and we'll turn back on our lights. And we gotta wait for this to cool down a little bit, and then I'll unscrew it. Okay, I'd say it's cool enough now to unscrew without burning our fingers. Beautiful, beautiful bulb. Bulb itself is nice, but it's also pretty standard. The packaging is what's really immaculate about this. Go ahead and put our bulb back in the packaging so it remains safe with its friend. And then we'll slide it back in very gently. Wow. what a find this was. This is just amazing. Amazing condition box on this. Alright, well, there you have it. The beautiful vintage GE 40-watt incandescent yellow Bug-Lite bulbs. Well, if you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to leave a like down below. Feel free to leave a comment. And if you want to see more cool lighting videos in the future, be sure to subscribe. See you next time.